So we got up at 5 a.m. and my dad made some breakfast. Oh, my mom was blasting some music while my dad made this veggie skillet for both of us to eat before we got in the car on our way to Bryce Canyon. We're meeting a tour guide at the Bryce Canyon Resort, and we don't know what hikes we're doing today. But I think we're doing like 5, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's taking us all to they take us in a Jeep, I think, and then stop and do the bridge.
Oh, we're doing a Jeep tour, I guess?
It's not a Jeep, it's a Jeep.
I just feel like it'd be so cool to live out here. Mom's in charge of the GoPro, so I have no idea what we're actually seeing and not seeing. This time we had a tour guide, and the tour guide was really, really smart and just knew a lot. I kept calling him Mayflower, Mayberry, I don't, Mayberry.
So maybe we're gonna start by going up to the top and scout it out and see if there even is a way to get to it without going through the water, and then we'll come back.
Let's get two, slow down.
It's all freezes over right into the ice. And when you're like a little kid, like 7 and 8, this is a cool little ice slide.
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't be on at all because it, shoots off over here.
Yeah.
But you usually get stuck somewhere, so you don't worry about it, What's that?
Somebody fell while we were walking, and somebody climbed up something that straight up says like, do not climb, do not hike. And they fell from like way up at the top, and then they fell straight down. They didn't fall all the way in the water. The socks will dry quick. Whoa!
No, you got this. Perfect.
You're killing it, Mom. I got the whole thing on camera. How often does it get struck by lightning? Probably not much.
Actually, a pretty good amount.
Yeah?
But that's one of our gigs. We're pretty high altitude. We have this, all the coloring is red. Vacation. And I'll pass out probably another 10 or 15 times by the time we get back home, but I'll have the memories of the trip. At any point or not, you can definitely also turn off. And if that comes to be the case, while you're up here at Sunset Point, there's places to sit, there's restrooms, and a little civilization that way.
The hoodoos themselves are really cool. The hoodoos are like these natural-made rock forms.
That is the most photographed hoodoo on the planet at this point. It's synonymous with Bryce Canyon's trip. You're going to find that in advertising. In fact, at our office, I've got a picture of it on the wall. We've got, my aunt makes hoodoo suckers that look like Thor's hammer. It's the whole thing, right? When that one falls, it is going to be one of those trumpets played internationally. You know, people really familiarize themselves with Bryce country with Thor's hammer. But not the only one. To the left of Thor's hammer, you see the wall with 2 holes in it down here? If you go behind that wall, you find the kissing chipmunks. The 2 perched up on top.
Oh, yeah.
They're even not bad, right?
Oh.
There you have it. And then
That's actually cool.
over in the valley, way to the right, you have those cluster of white ones. Right? You have the gentleman on the left holding his arms, leaning over, with a crown on his head. It's King Henry VIII. His court bishop and a couple of fat Utah prairie dogs to the side of him.
Yeah.
And a culture of cloud gazing, I'd mention, that goes back over a millennia. Some of the earlier folks in this region, the Paiute Native Americans, for example, which are actually the same tribes that were dominant in Zion. These 2 parks have a shared culture this way. Story goes that these are not rocks. These are people frozen in stone for various misdeeds that I will explain to you as we go through. But, you know, these are not an erosive function to somebody 1,000 years ago. You know, you're not explaining this with erosive European sciences, that you're seeing the kissing chipmunks or you're seeing King Henry, and it's totally somebody frozen in time in stone. And this is actually a god's prison ground in that light.
You guys ready to
All right, you still have the adrenaline?
Yeah.
All right, if not, let's get it again.
Inside down.
Yeah, you can slide all the way down there.
Navajo Loop.
Navajo.
This is, in itself, 1.3 miles.
Got it.
Now, one of the cool parts of hiking in this park is the little, we call this the honey pot. When you get to the bottom, there's this culmination of all of the trails coming together in a common touch point, which means that you can pick and choose and build several different ways to hike in this section of the park. One could start, for example, up in the sort of the orange uplifts by the trees.
Yeah.
That sunrise point. And you could go down that section that zigzags through the amphitheater and connect that to Navajo Loop, or you could connect that to another loop called Peekaboo Loop. And anyways, that would be the Queen's Garden section. So if we were doing the Fuller hike, we would have started over there. This gives us a little more immediate exposure to the canyon with not quite so long listfully going down the cliff, if that makes sense.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, just nice, easy steps.
Want me to grab you? Oh, you're gonna push me first.
Oh, yeah.
That'll help cushion her fall, man.
Let me tell you something. That looks like a damn drag.
Yeah.
See his big neck and then the mounds behind it? Looks like a big ass thing.
This spot will be on the outside. You will not fall this bad rocks. there. And I had to controlled slide down the mountain in a little flash flood tube that if you missed the rock that was jutting out, like, you're making a mistake. I had to do it myself. I had to get each lady to take I'd have them jump across the ravine and shove them into the tube so they'd go down to the rock, and then I'd help the other one out and I'd meet them down there. We did that like 3 or 4 different. What was a 3-hour adventure was like an 8-hour adventure.
Oh my God.
And we got a little closer to some mistakes that I'd like to have ever happen again.
That's the social path there. Somebody carved their way out there to take a picture.
Yeah, so social trail, right? Ours are usually almost always shedding a skin.
Yeah, it looks like their skin's on.
They almost look like a hyena. Like the hair looks weird.
Generally, you find across the West, slower and a little bit rougher than whitetail right now. Even if you're not hiking this trail in particular, you have that common touch point down at the bottom. All the trails kind of coalesce right here at the sunset point.
You just take really awesome videos and pictures there. The red rocks are just really, really nice. But my favorite part of Bryce was when we went all the way to the bottom. It wasn't even high up, and it wasn't even really the hoodoos. It was kind of going through this like cave thing, and that was very cool.